Shalom. First off, I want to give all praises, all honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders, a great millstone who rule well, who also taught me his 100% truth. Shalom to the hopeful elect. This Kasai back with another quick lesson. And going to this lesson is going to the breakdown of Revelation 17. All right. And I'm going to just try to make it as quick as possible. Go over a few things. All right. So we're going to start at Revelation 17:1. All right. And there came one of the seven angels which had seven vials and talked with me. All right. And this angel, who the angel is talking to, is John the Revelator, who was on the island of Patmos. Okay. Which was a vision. All right. To continue on, in the same verse, saying unto me, come hither, I will shew unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters. All right, which is talking about Babylon the Great, aka America. Okay, and with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornications with, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunken with the wine of her fornication. All right, and that wine is the ways of America, man. All right, the ways of America and the things that they do, like certain foods, certain restaurants. You have Domino's, I think, if I'm not mistaken, in Iceland or Ireland. You have McDonald's in China. All right, so on and so forth, man. A lot of these countries have not impoverished, but became wealthy off America. Okay. To continue on, verse 3. All right, so he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sitting upon a scarlet-colored beast. All right, and what is that scarlet color? That's the color of red, man. Matter of fact, let's grab that. All right, I looked up scarlet color on Google search. All right, and as you can see, these are the scarlet colors. All right, scarlet is a bright red color, sometimes with a slightly orange tinge. All right, in the spectrum of visible light, and on the traditional color wheel, it is 1/4 of the way between red and orange, slightly less orange than vermilion. All right, so it's more red. All right, which that red or that scarlet color represents Esau. Okay, according to the scriptures. All right, so that's what that woman is, man. Who's leading this, man? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. All right, so continuing on. All right, and it says, so he carried me away in the spirit in the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet-colored beast. All right, full of names of blasphemy, and the 7 heads and 10 horns, which the 7 heads are Germany Major, the Roman, the French, Spanish, Germany Minor, and the British. All right, that's the 7 heads, and the 10 horns is Belgium, Denmark, France, Italy, Luxembourg, Netherlands, Greece, Spain, and Portugal. In England and Ireland and West Germany, which now is 27 to 28 nations. Okay, in NATO, which is NATO and the EU. That's pretty, to sum it up, NATO and the EU. Okay. And the woman was arrayed in purple, which purple represents rulership. All right, it's a royal color. All right, purple is another royal color. Even royal blue is another color of royalty. All right, if you look in the Google search of royal colors, or royalty colors. All right, purple will be one of them that pop up. All right, but to continue on, and the woman was arrayed in purple in a scarlet color, which is, we went into that as red, which symbolizes Esau. All right, it's headed by Esau. Okay. And decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having golden cup in her hand, full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication, which those gold and precious stones are what he stole, all right, from the Israelites, all right. But to continue on, the abominations and filthiness and her fornication, that cup, all right, it goes into her philosophy, democracy, religion, idolatry, homosexuality, lies, adultery, covetousness, and murder. All right, in which that all embodies America, man. All right, everything that just in that cup is everything America is, man. All right, which that is a hint and a sign of Babylon the Great, man. Okay. Verse 5, and upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and the abominations of the earth. All right. And I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints. Now, who are the saints? All right. The saints are the Israelites, man. All right. Which you can get in Psalms. Let's try to get that in Psalms 149, if I'm not mistaken, or 50. You can go to 50 first. Psalms 50 in verse 5. All right. And it says, gather my saints together unto me, those that have made a covenant with me by sacrifice, which, the Israelites are the only ones that make a sacrifice unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. All right. That's another hint right there. In verse 6, and the heavens shall declare his righteousness, of the Most High is judgment himself. Selah. Hear, O my people, all right, and I will speak, O Israel, see, right there, and I will testify against thee, I am Yahweh, even thy God, all right? So, hey, man, there goes to show who the saints are. It's the Israelites, man, all right? Let me see, Psalms 149, all right? This is Psalms 149. All right, and I'm gonna start at verse 1. Praise ye Yahweh, sing unto Yahweh a new song, in his praise in the congregation of saints. Let Israel, see, there it is, man. All right, his saints, and then there's Israel right after it, man. Let Israel rejoice in him that made him. Let the children of Zion be joyful in their king. Let them praise his name in the dance. Let them sing praises unto him with the timbrel and harp, for Yahweh has taken pleasure in his people. He will beautify the meek with salvation. Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds, right? Which is people are what? Israelites, man. Let the high praise of the Most High be in their mouth, and two-edged sword in their hand, to execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishment upon the people, right, man? He's going to use us, all right, which consists of you Native Americans, Latinos, and Negroes, to get vengeance on our enemies, man. All right. Verse 8, to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with feathers of iron, to execute upon them the judgment written. This is the honor have all his saints praise ye Yahweh, right, man? And his saints is who? The Israelites, man. All right. So, hey, man, it's a true honor, man. Okay. So, let's get back to Revelation 17. All right. And I saw 17:6, and I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints, which are the Israelites, all right, and with the blood of the martyrs of Yahweh Shai. And when I saw her, I wondered with great admiration. And the angel said unto me, wherefore didst thou marvel? I will tell thee the mystery of the woman and the beast that carried her, which hath the 7 heads and 10 horns, which, the angel breaks it down, and which, pretty much backs up, the breakdown to what we're saying, man. All right. All right. The beast that thou sawest was and is not. All right. Was and is not. All right. And shall ascend out of the bottomless pit, which the bottomless pit is Europe. All right. During the Renaissance period, I think, if I'm not mistaken, 1400 to 1300 to the 1400s. All right. They couldn't grow anything in that land. All right. It wasn't fruitful, man. All right. and go into perdition, which perdition, you go into perdition, the word perdition, it goes into destruction, which we can grab that real quick. All right, and here's the word perdition.
Strong's G 684. Apoleia.
Apoleia. All right, which goes into destroying, utter destruction. See, all right, a perishing, ruin, destruction of money, destruction which consists of eternal misery and hell. Which that's awful. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, just eat the meat and spit out the bones, man. With Esau, man, he always adding something to it. But to continue on, all right. And they that dwell in the earth shall wonder, whose name was not written in the book of life from the foundation of the world, when they behold the beast that was. All right, and that beast that was is the matter of fact, let's continue reading. And here is the the beast that was and is not and yet is. Here is the mind which hath wisdom. The 7 heads and the seven mountains, which represents nations, man, on which the woman sitteth. And there were 7 kings. 5 are fallen. All right, and the 5 that are fallen is the Greeks, the French, Germany Minor, Spain. All right, and the one that is the Roman Empire. Okay. All right. So the 5 that have fallen is again the Greeks, Germany Major, Germany Minor, the French, Spanish, and the Greeks. If I haven't said it. All right. The French, Spain, and the Greeks. All right. To continue on, and it says, and here is the mind which hath wisdom. The 7 heads and are 7 mountains on which the woman sitteth, and there are 7 kings have fallen. All right, which we went into, and one is that's the Roman Empire, and the other is not yet here, not yet come. All right, which is England. All right, not yet come, and when he cometh, he must continue a short space, which is Britain. All right, and the beast that was and is not, all right, which is talking about America, all right, was and is not, and even he is the 8th, all right, America, and is of the 7, all right, and go into perdition, all right, which goes into 7 is Britain, all right, but the 8th is America, all right. And the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings, which have received no kingdom as yet, but receive power as king 1 hour with the beast. These have one mind, and shall give their power and strength unto the beast. These shall make war with the Lamb, and the Lamb shall overcome them. For he is Lord of lords and King of kings, which that Lamb is Yahweh Shah. All right, he's going to return with the angels in these chariots, and they're going to fight against Esau and his his kingdom, man, and his angels. All right, and he said kings of kings, and they that are with him are called and chosen and faithful. And he said unto me, the waters which thou sawest are where the horse sitteth, are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues. See, all right, that water represents people, nations, and tongues, man. All right, and the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore. Right, they're gonna hate America, man. All right, all these other nations, all right, they're gonna all a part of NATO and EU. They're gonna hate the whore, and they're gonna shoot their missiles over here, man. All right, they're gonna click up with Russia. All right, which right now you can see that in prophecy now, man. You know, with France, a lot of people miss with France going to see Putin right before the invasion, before he invaded Ukraine. All right, he had the French leader go over there and talk with Putin, of talking about peace talks. Now, France is pretty much not messing with America like that, man. So hey, man, everything's coming into full fruition, man. But to continue on, and the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh, and burn her with fire. Right, they're going to shoot those ICBM missiles over here. All right, and America's allies, yes, man. Whether you people believe it or not. And for the Most High hath put it in their hearts to fulfill his will, and to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast, until the word of Yahweh shall be fulfilled. And the woman which thou sawest is the great city which reigneth over the kings of the earth. Right, man. And that's America, man. All right. America heads NATO and the EU. Okay. And pretty much, man, everybody's looking to see what America do as far as what's going on in Ukraine. All right, but hey, the scriptures speak for themselves, man. So Lord willing, how that was an edifying lesson, man. Shalom.